Hey, welcome back. So tell me, actually don't tell me, because this is I'm gonna say as definitive proof that more Madrigal House is better, right? So we have the original Lego Madrigal House. We also have, well, I've built with 2 sets of the Madrigal House this awesome apartment, which the instructions are available on Rubricable. Make sure you check it out if you've missed that. And we also have got some of the characters, like these are the only characters in proper mini doll form that we have got. Proper Lego ones. So I made some. So I made Isabella and Luisa and Dolores. And they're still standing up okay. I haven't chipped their paint too badly. And, of course, we had to not talk about Bruno. So definitely needed Bruno and Peppa and Camilo. And I know I still haven't done Felix or Julieta or Augustine. I will hopefully get to them at some stage. But today, because we've got so many more characters now, I need a bigger Madrigal House to be able to fit them all into. So that is our plan. And this was actually the floor plan, like how wide the original Lego Madrigal House is. And this is what we're going to work with today. We're going to make it this much bigger. So this is where we were originally. I'm going to use the 2 sets that I have, and I've broken back down the apartment to make this. And of course, I'm going to have to add pieces of my own collection because I want to make it look the way I want it to look, right? So I don't want to be constrained by parts, though I am, of course, constrained by the parts that I have. But first up, so a lot of this downstairs area here is the same design as the original Lego Casita, but I'm making it bigger. And then when we get to the inside, I'm going to change it up and make the furniture just a little bit. Yeah. Well, we'll just see. Let's do this. So this side's going to be the kitchen, and just trying to, like, if I'm stretching everything out, I have to concentrate on where I want everything to go. And I want to put this stickered part in the hallway now rather than on the end, and build this internal wall in here into the kitchen. And then, yeah, we can have the archway there, stickers there for some kitchen stuff. And I'm going to put butterflies in random places because butterflies are so important for the story. So then now we got a little framed butterfly in here. And because we're going to do the furniture later, I'm going to just make sure it's all detachable furniture too, like doll's house style. So we've just got a whole heap of poppable flooring here that I can put furniture on wherever I want. Right, that will hopefully make it a bit more versatile. So kitchen is bigger already. The hallway is going to be similar size to what it was originally, but I want the actual dining area to be big because, I mean, that's where the whole family gathers. And at the moment, well, with the original version, there was not enough room for anybody to actually be in the dining room. Like, it was just chairs and table, which were designed to be popped out and used outside of the build. And I want us to actually be able to use the room itself as it's supposed to be. So I'm adding some more butterflies as a decoration along the top of the wall here. And then in more of these, because I've got a double amount of these stickers, because I've got 2 of the sets, I want to use these as some really nice walling over here, but we're going to, put them up here. And in the corner, a plant. This is going to make part of the wall. So now there's actually a blank space behind it, but nobody can see it. And I don't need to waste bricks back there. Right, so trying to figure out how this all fits in. Now we're going to do the front entryway. No, that's wrong. It's almost exactly the same as it was. I've just added a little hole there so that I can add some flowers on the front. And yeah, I think we're doing really well. So let's put the poppable flooring in over here, the tiling. It's very nice. I just have to figure out where all these holes are going to be so that they appropriately fit the furniture as we put it in. Another one of these stickered pieces on here, which just add really great definition. And I want this crack bit of wall to be in a certain spot because this little corner is going to be Bruno's wall crawl space. And it's a little bit bigger than I wanted it to be, but to even actually just fit a chair in, I needed to make it kind of larger than I wanted it to be. So yeah, but that's okay. It's still, hopefully we're going to be able to make this look okay perspective wise. Now, boarded up window for a little bit of light. That sticker on the back actually comes from the Harry Potter, the Hogsmeade village set, but it looks all right in here. Just ignore the pumpkins. I think it's going to look fine. Right. No, I know it looks fine. It looks fine. I like it. So on the outside, I want different window sills because it's all kind of higgledy-piggledy anyway. And for this side, flower window pots. And these are actually exactly the same as Brick Artisan's design for the rebrickable version, which fits in really well with the original style anyway. And more palm trees over on this corner and a little one a little kind of tree kind of bit stuck in here. And that'll hopefully make that little annex there look a little bit less like it's just been whacked onto the side. And on this side for the kitchen window, I want to use a window pot. This is so nice in this hole here. Okay, cool. And hopefully, well, you can't open that window completely, but I don't care. I still think it looks really nice. So now we'll just put the detachable bits on the top, so the little jumper studs and the tiles, to pull everything together and make sure it's nice and sturdy. And then I'm just going to use... It's exactly the same design as it was originally, these angled roofing gabling bits, but I've just extended them. And here's a bit that I've made for Bruno's section as well, and it's angling down to the side. Now, the original version didn't have anywhere nearly enough vegetation for my liking, so we are adding, just expanding out the front a little bit with some nice greenery, and on this side, just a little bit down here too. And this is going to be where Isabella's, all of her flowers fall down here as well, down on this side, because that's where her purple tower is. Oh, it'll all come clear as we go. And in the actual movie version, there's a whole heap of beautiful bunched out flowers over the front door like this, and I've kind of created that effect with big nice flower bunches and a much taller palm tree than we had originally, so that we can keep the perspective right, hopefully. Right, so that's the bottom floor. Next floor up, I'm actually going to theme, there are going to be 3 rooms in here, and I'm going to theme each of them for one for Isabella, one for Louisa, and one for Dolores. So even though I don't know what Dolores's room really looks like, but these aren't going to be their rooms. They're just going to have some stuff in them that I think would be appropriate for their personality types. So I need the door frames so that they're going to be holding up the next level. And of course we need door frames to get through. This side on here is going to be the purple towery bit for Isabella's kind of section. This is exciting. Oh my gosh, except I can't figure out where this is, because the tower is sitting forward from what it used to do, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to sit all this stuff in here. Oh my gosh, I planned all this beforehand, and now I'm trying to reconstruct my ideas, and I can't remember what I did, so there's gonna be a lot of fiddling back and forth as I try and figure out how I got this all to work. But on top of Isabella's tower is a little tropical jungly colored thing with all of these parody colors, which is going to be a tiny nod to Antonio's habitat. I'm using the word habitat again, but it is. So up here, it's not, I mean, they're not supposed to be their rooms. It's just like the idea of that person's room. So yeah, this is going to be cute. And it's going to extend her tower up higher as well. Right, so on top of that, we're going to have a pitched roof, and that's where all of the flowers are going to just be falling from. Just like they do in the movie, like I'll get a picture up and I'll have a look. I'll show you when we get to the flower bits anyway. So now I've got to figure out what we're going to do along here. So that bit's offset. I need to figure out what these were supposed to be doing in here. I can't have that yellow bit there because I could see that from the front. A little bit of different windowing because it's not, I mean, this is so not symmetrical at all, which is good, but also hard for me to know what I'm supposed to, where I was putting stuff. I think that's, I wanted 2 of those little like bulby pinky flower things hanging out the back there, but I don't know what I'm doing. So right, let's extend this along here. So we've got a kind of a walkway, hallway kind of thing between 2 major rooms. And this room on this side is going to be, actually, before we do that room, I want a nice big open, like a picture window kind of thing. I don't know how to describe it, but it's open, big and open bit. And that's what we're going to make here, and then extend it on to a veranda-y kind of section. So this is going to then go over to the side, and on the side there's a little offset. It's also higgledy-piggledy, I love it. So a little offset veranda. And that means I'm going to have to mess about with the roof lines too, but where am I going to put the height of this arch? I don't want it to be at the same height as the other window bit. And inside there's going to be a built-in sofa section, a built-in corner couch. So we'll do that now, because this is not going to be something we're going to be able to move. It's part of the actual architecture. And I just put stickers on which are the same kind of color and design as Dolores's outfit. So this side is themed for her color scheme, and it's going to be like a reading nook, like a really nice place where she can sit. She can hear everybody, but it's still going to be nice and quiet for her too while she reads. Is that even going to work? Okay, so trying to figure out how this roof line is going to go now that we've got so many different levels and they're all offset. So this middle part's going to have to support another couple of floors, but The side bit's going to be sticking out on its own. Hopefully those triangle bits up here are going to help support those floors above. Smoothing it over as much as possible, but there's going to be a little green section up here which isn't detachable, and that's going to sit off the side of the next room upstairs. So now we've got some roof line on, which I had pre-made, and I'm still trying to figure out where this is all supposed to go here, because this is going to be the entrance into Antonio's bit. And I just want to be able to fit in that flowery bit. There we go. Okay, all right. So we do need the chimney. The chimney is so cool in the original design. We're just going to extend it up a little bit higher, add more clouds, and see if I can attach everything the way that it was supposed to be initially. And we'll put I've put the rainbow on a purple background rather than red, because I used the red over in Antonio's room because it works so much better. Okay, we got clouds up there, really nice wind vane section. So this is the second floor. So this should now, it needs to sit just a little bit forward, like one stud forward. There we go. That looks so much less formulaic than the original. Losing clouds. Okay, all right. And see this section over here for Dolores? It's right over her colours. Okay, yeah, I'm really liking this. So we want to cascade flowers down here. I'm just going to put a whole lot of pink and green and purple foliage along this section and down onto Bruno's roof as well, and big balls of flowers as much as I can, because I want it to just look really bunchy and lush and full. So every hole that we have there, we're going to fill it with flowers. And up here, I'm trying to figure out, I have this big bit that I pre-prepared, but I can't figure out how I attach this on, and it's just gonna keep falling off. I don't know. I will probably have to fiddle with this later, because I feel as though it should take up more space up here, but I can't figure out how to make it look a bit more lush. I'll mess with that later. And this little spot here needs some more foliage, and then I have this bit. Where am I gonna put that? No, that's not. That should probably be attached to that. Let's just leave that there for now, because I like how it's kind of hanging down. Oh my goodness. All right, this is already so much more lush. Now I like that word lush. I think that goes really well. Okay, the next level up is just going to be Mirabelles' room, and then we're going to be building a tower up. The tower up higher, because that's kind of how it more looks. That's a sentence. That's how it more looks in the actual movie version. So this is going to be Mirabelles' room. It's going to be pretty much the same as the same idea as it was originally. We're just making it longer, and I'm going to add some more interesting stuff. So making the window more interesting, adding another one here, and I'm putting some of the little tube green bits in just to make it less blocky, and lots of inward facing studs to attach stuff to, like paintings, and some of them I've popped on stickers. So we've got these little stickers that just denote that it was the nursery room that poor Mirabelle's still stuck in. The movie's ended and she still doesn't have her own room. And the shutters that wave to you, so we've still got them happening over here. And then down the bottom, her bed's going to be able to tip her out still. So all of those are still in as they were before, but we've just extended it a bit. Now we'll pop our roof line on, and just a bit of more greenery everywhere. I just like to have some foliage everywhere, including this is going to be cascaded down onto from the next level, this palm leaf. So it might look a bit weird on the roof line right now, but it's designed to go on later. It's designed to be extended later. And on the side, we can still reach all of those little movie bits. And because this is a fantastical building, there's now a little tiny garden outside her room on the third story. Okay, all right. Now, the next level. This is where Abuela's room was, and a tiny little Bruno tower with the sand. So we're still going to have that, but I'm just going to fill them out a little bit. It's basically the same design, but then I'm going to make the tower go up further. And yeah, Abuela's room was pretty stark. All she had in it was a bed and the candle. I mean, the candle's very important. We got the window for that, and we've also got all our stuff there that we need for Bruno's tower, but I'm adding more sand because there wasn't enough sand in the original version. Also, when this set was released initially, the movie wasn't even out, so we didn't know what any of this stuff was about. So here we go. All right, and on the outside, I need some more roofing, and then up here, we are heading up to create that pointy bit, the pointy bit at the top. So this is not what we had initially up here. So this is what I want to create now. And for that, we're going to need like side roofing bits, and those little see-through brick bits, they make the windowy kind of look on near the very top. And here I want to put a spot for a bird's nest because it's just too perfect. It's just too perfect for this. So bird's nest right at the very, well, right near the very top, underneath the gabling. I mean, if we had pigeons, that's where they'd be roosting, right? So, good. Okay, now we just want a bit more foliage to just cascade again down, and then this will see this reaches down into our palm leaf and it just makes it more tropical and full. And now we've got everything we need at the moment. We've got a shell, basically a beautiful shell of a house, but we got no furniture in it, but we do have more room for all of the characters in here. We still don't have enough rooms for all of them, not by any stretch, but I can't imagine I could make something that would work for that. Okay, so we have got a beautiful, embiggened Madrigal house. The Casita is bigger, but now we got to put furniture in it. So that is going to be the next job, and I'm very, very excited for you to see how this all goes. So make sure you subscribe and put on notifications so you don't miss it, because you're gonna love it. It just looks so much better, bigger. I wish Lego would just always make these sets bigger and more full of details. But you know, can't have everything. All right, I'll see you again with that part really soon, so make sure you check back in. Okay, bye.